Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, without technical difficulties, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Guys, we come to you live every single day at actually 8:39 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, today is Wednesday, November 10th. Is that correct, TJ?
That is correct. Wednesday, November 10th.
The 10th. Wow. And I don't know what the degree is here in the hotel. We think we got the Wi-Fi issues fixed from yesterday. I apologize about that again. I am out here playing in the World Series of Poker. And I got to admit, I'm doing pretty well. If you follow my Dad Jokes for the Win account here on Instagram, we got 3,700 followers. This is where I'm doing some poker updates here. You guys can see last night for day 2 of the main event of the World Series of Poker, I bagged up at 285,700 chips. I could have bagged a little bit more, but I lost 100K on a hand. I'm not saying I was trying to bluff. I thought I may have been ahead, but the guy came back in over the top of me, and I lost like 100,000 chips, or I would have been in the top 20 or so. Right now, as you guys can see, I am currently in, let's see, I think I got to go to page 2. I am currently in 205th place, as you guys can see right here, out of 3,247 remaining. So I'm in a pretty good spot right now. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to wear my Bitcoin Brave shirt the guy made for me tomorrow when I play. So, yeah, so it's pretty exciting. I mean, I came out here. My goal was to at least make it a day 3, and I made it to day 3. So I got the day off today. Tomorrow we restart the tournament. So, really, really, really excited about that. And who knows? I might have a chance to take this thing down, maybe even to win this thing. So somebody said stop talking about sports.
Poker, I guess, is a sport these days.
Poker is sport. That guy loves cards ball.
Have you seen any TV cameras yet for ESPN?
Yeah, I've seen some. But they haven't came over to me. It is pretty funny. There was yesterday several people came up to me while I was playing and just said, "Oh, hey, I just want to say hey, whatever." And finally, the people at my table were like, "Who are you?" The guy said, "I thought people were coming over and complimenting your shirt, but I realize now that they're not." Like somebody came and took a picture with me, and I told them, who I am and what I do. And anyways, of course, they had. It was really fun. Had a really good time out here, and really excited to see how far we go. But let's go ahead. Let's get into it, guys. Let's talk crypto today. Coming in 137 million subscribers. That would be great. 1.37 million subscribers. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok or Twitter, We are at 660,000 followers there. We are at 2.7, closing in on 2.8 million followers here on TikTok. And then also on Instagram, we're at 343K there. We are moving so fast on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, like I said, you can follow my... When I say personal account, I just mean like I don't take necessarily anything to do with crypto pictures on this account. These are more like my lifestyle and stuff like that. So you guys want to do that, want to see me in crypto face eating some caviar over here, or see me and the wife hanging out, or anything like that, you guys can check that out. So several people wanted to take pictures with my wife at the meetup.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty funny. So anyways, all right, let's go ahead and move on here. We got the market cap coming in $2.969 trillion. Now, did we hit 3 trillion overnight on CoinMarketCap? I think we did. Let's take a look here real quick, see where we topped out at. Nope, we did not actually. We topped out at 2.972, and right now it's on a bit of an uptrend. We may be breaking $3 trillion in market cap here very soon. The volume looking fairly healthy at $138 billion. I would say the volume has still been very low, and I've been telling you guys for a while that number one, throw the charts out. Number 2, throw the volume out. The volume is not important yet. The volume is going to become important when Bitcoin hits in the $80,000 and the retail comes absolutely rushing in. So that is what to watch for there. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 43.5%. ETH dominance at 19.3%. It's going to cost you 110.5 Paraguays to send an ETH transaction. It's a lot of pressure every day to divide that number in half.
Yeah, Nick tried to do it, and he said he had to bail out. He's like, "Well, I'm not that quick at math, so."
Well, I actually, as a lot of you guys know, we've talked about before. I actually have I have an alarm clock that I use in the mornings. And that alarm clock, I have to solve 8 complicated math problems every day before I can turn my alarm clock off. So it's a single digit number times a double digit number plus a double digit number. That's usually the formula that they use. So, how many people we got watching right now?
Let's see. We've got
Like 5,000? It's
Yep.
very low today.
That is very low. 5,000 with only
Extremely low.
800 likes.
Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, guys. We need to get more people in this stream as quickly as we possibly can. So make sure you stop what you're doing. Hit that like button. If you're watching on mobile, X out of the mobile chat. Come back in, hit the like button. And then if you're watching on a smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, more actions, more options, and make sure to hit that like button. So, yeah, really interesting why it's so low today.
Yeah.
But all right, let's go ahead and check out what's going on with the prices. We got Bitcoin coming in at 68,556. Let's see what this peaked out at last night for a new all-time high. $68,744 is the new all-time high for Bitcoin. And let's see what's going on. Do we have a new Ethereum all-time high? Looks like we do. Let's go ahead and click that and see where that peaked out at. 48.58 new all-time high for Ethereum. So we're just crushing these all-time highs every day. Binance Coin at 645. Cardano coming in at 226. Solana at 244. XRP up big at $1.32. It is that should be right around its local high here. And like I said, Cardano at 226. See if there's anything notable. Let's go ahead and check out the biggest gainers of the day. IoTex, 111%. Cadena, one we've been talking about a little bit on the channel, up 44%, is up 200% this week. This is heavily associated with JP Morgan. We'll probably have more on this when I get back. We'll probably do a video maybe next week or the following week about Cadena.
Just
Loopring continue to crush it.
Real quick, we just got a super chat from Ash asking him what your general thoughts are on KDA, literally right before you got to it. So if you have any just quick thoughts, we'll use that as the first Q&A.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, they're heavily associated with JP Morgan. And this is something that is going to see a rise similar to Solana, maybe not to that height, but there's a lot of institutional money behind it. And this is definitely one, definitely one to watch. I think that, the involvement of JP Morgan is going to push this into the top 40. I was told that when it was in the top 70. And so now it's already at 50. So look for it to move up. CoinMarketCap continue the next few weeks. So then we also have Loopring with a massive upswing at 37%. Chainlink, Algorand, Stellar, those are all over 10% gainers for the day. So all right, let's go ahead and jump into the Q&A here.
All right, Q&A. We've got a couple questions about updated predictions. Hirsch was asking, can Uni reach $65 in this bull run?
Okay, let's see where it is here now. Can Uni has been falling down the charts pretty consistently, but what was the number, $65 during this bull run?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it can. I mean, it's at $27.89 right now. This is a project that, may have already seen its most parabolic movement in this bull run earlier on, as you guys can see, as it rose from basically nothing all the way up here to $42.80. It looks like it is trying to break out of a downtrend here on the on the right side of the chart here, you guys can see. So, yeah, I definitely think it can. I mean, obviously, DEXs are super exciting, and they'll continue to be exciting. Let me tell you what I saw 2 nights ago. This is insane, TJ. You're not going to believe this. I was in an Uber driving back to the Palazzo, and there was a vehicle in front of me. You know these digital billboard vehicles?
Yes.
Yeah. So the back of it said, Satoshi.finance, the next big DEX on Binance Smart Chain. And it had a QR code, and so I scanned it. And when you scan the QR code, it takes you to a Telegram group.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
wow.
That doesn't sound good.
No,
that doesn't sound good.
Terrible.
Sounds like a scam.
Yeah.
Sounds like a scam. And it really brings up this question of, speaking of decentralization, because it's a DEX, is why we're bringing this up. But we understand to look for scams and not advertise scams, but do you think a billboard will care if it's a scam or not?
No, they just want your money.
Yeah, absolutely. So be careful. They're trying new ways to get you out there.
All right, next question. Let's see. Eric Delgado with a super chat said he heard 10 billion of XRP was moved last night. Did you hear anything about that?
Let's see. Let me see it here. Let me see what I can pull up on that. No, I did not hear about that. But it does say 2 days ago, Bitcoin XRP are leading the $100 million Bitcoin or $100 billion Bitcoin rally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me click on the news here. No, I don't see that. So if somebody's got a link for that, maybe we can check it out. But look, I mean, obviously a lot of XRP is moving. You see the price of XRP, it's starting to rise. I was told that the price of XRP can double to $2.50 even before the SEC lawsuit is settled officially. So that there's a price point. Look for $2.50 for both Cardano and XRP in the next couple of weeks.
Do you feel like after the lawsuit, $10 is still in play?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah.
No question about it.
That was another question.
I don't care. I don't care if Bitcoin tops out in December and this thing is not over until the first or second week of January. It can still go that parabolic towards the end, especially if it's at $2.50 or more. So we'll have to see what happens. Dave Huber says XRP will still crash in the bear market. Yeah, everything will crash in the bull market, guys.
Yeah.
Or in the bear market. I mean, in the bear market.
And on that note, somebody asked, should I keep accumulating BTC and ETH, or should I instead be investing in the upcoming alt season?
Well, Ethereum definitely has another explosive move coming. I think we're going to see this thing go between $5,000 and $6,500, probably pretty quickly. And so I would say that it's always a good move to get into altcoins, but you don't want to miss the Ethereum pump. If you're in Bitcoin right now, guys, Bitcoin can only go up another 35% or somewhere around there. Maybe it's 40%. Look at the altcoins. A lot of these altcoins are going to 3x, 4x, 5x. So yeah, I mean, that's not a bad strategy, but just make sure that you're pulling, make sure you're pulling the stuff at the right point. Somebody asked me how many chips I have left. I covered it earlier in the stream if you missed it, but I've got 285,000 chips, and I'm in 205th place right now. As you guys can see here, I'm showing the screen here. Can you see it? There it is. Benjamin Armstrong. That's me. George, I don't know if they have that. It's Canton. But anyways, because the first time I played a WSOP, it's at Canton 15 years ago. But anyways.
We've got this super chat from Money D. What are your thoughts on Helium project?
Yeah, Helium is a good project. It's got physical mining devices. We've been telling you about Helium for over a year on this channel. It's been one of our biggest risers. I think we put like $5,000 into it, and it went all the way up to $100K. Something like that. So definitely a big riser. Very, very good. Very good project to look at. I see here Frank Too Saucy has been asking about CityCoin. As you guys know, the new CityCoin project is going to be the New York coin. Have you guys seen that? New York City coin is going to be next. We have Miami. And it looked like that wasn't going to be a possibility, but the new mayor of New York City is super bullish on crypto. So this is a huge development to watch.
Yeah. What's your take on City Coins? You think they're going to be around for a while? You think they're going to be successful?
I can't say for sure if these will be, if CityCoin, the company, will actually be the company that produces the winning City Coins. Makes sense, but I do think that there is something to being able to invest in the future of a city. I mean, if you could invest in the future of Miami, Atlanta, Austin, some of these cities like that, and if you could short LA and New York City, you would make a killing.
That's a good point. All right. We can go ahead and move on and look at some charts.
Okay.
Which should hopefully look pretty good today.
Yeah, they do look good today. As you can see here, we got Bitcoin at about 68,000, $1,700 here on the weekly chart we're looking at. We'll go and look at the daily chart here, see if there's any new or anything we can glean from this. Well, I did tell you guys a few days ago when we were looking at how tight this EMA ribbon had gotten. We were talking about that could lead to a big run up, and as you see, it has so far. So we were right about that for sure. And then let's see here, a quick look at Ethereum, 4850 right now. See if there's anything else we can kind of glean from this chart. So I close that side down here. Let's see. I think we got to make some substantial new all-time highs here, because what we cannot see, let me show you what we cannot see here, okay? We cannot see this kind of run. I don't think we can see this kind of run right here. And right now, if you look at where Bitcoin is, we basically had this move up. We had a move down, which looks similar to this. And then now we're getting this second move up, which looks kind of like that. And that's a lot of circles within circles. I mean, those are some technical charts right there. We've got one eyeball and we have one O face. But the point here is that when you look at this, it did not seem like we were gaining a lot of momentum to hit new all-time highs. And that's why we went from all-time high of 58.5 to an all-time high of 62 to an all-time high of 63,785, basically, or 64,990 here, 65. We need to have this next all-time high be able to break out and hit a higher number, like up here around $70,000 to $75,000. The thing that really crushed the bull run during that time when we got the May crash was we were not sustaining momentum to get higher highs, to get much higher highs. That's not a parabolic chart. That's why when you look back at the phase one of this bull run, if you will, here, speaking about this part right here, okay, that was not parabolic. There was not parabolic action. It was a leveling off. There was not what we call a blow off top. We're looking for a blow off top, and so we should be looking for Bitcoin to make much higher highs. Maybe get up here to somewhere around $80,000 before it has another crash, another drop, another accumulation period. That's really what we want to see here. We don't want to see Bitcoin stair-stepping up, going from an all-time high of 65,000 to 67,000 to 69,000. We need to start seeing higher numbers here pretty soon, in my opinion. I think that we are going to. So quick look at Ethereum over here. Ethereum just continuing. I mean, that weekly chart for Ethereum is so freaking sexy.
It is.
You know what? This reminds me of when we had, what was it, like 7 consecutive green months in a row or something like that for Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
It was the monthly chart.
It was interesting. We didn't get a chance to talk about it yesterday, but one of the stories we had pulled was Raoul Powell's analysis of how Ethereum right now is on the run that Bitcoin was in 2017 due to Metcalfe's law and time and network and all that. I thought that was a really interesting theory. And then he was saying Luna and Solana are on the run Ethereum was on when it first launched back then. So it's interesting take.
It kills me that we missed Solana, or that we missed Terra.
Yeah,
it kills me. Terra Luna. That's one that I definitely regret for sure. So, but I mean, I tend to agree with that. And that was a good article. I actually covered some of what he said in that article the night before on our little short video we have at night. But I mean, I think he's right. Ethereum is going to be a household name by the end of this bull run, and it is already almost there. I mean, most people that you talk to that have heard of Bitcoin, most have also heard of Ethereum. In my experience, I don't know what you guys have found. They have no idea what it is, but I think that this is something to watch. So just kind of looking at the chart here for Ethereum, that's the weekly chart. Let's go ahead and check out the daily chart here. God, the daily chart. This thing's insane.
Yep.
It really is insane when you look at just staying at the top of that EMA ribbon for so long.
Up and to the right. It's the way we like it.
Up and to the right. Yeah. But at some point, this thing is going to go boop, at some point. Now, we don't know when that's going to be. It's not going to go backwards, actually. So
that was a pretty good
thing. It's going to
that was a pretty good sound effect, too.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point, we are going to get this big move from Ethereum where it is going to go parabolic. And I would say the more that this can build pressure, the higher that's going to go. So I do believe the number to watch is $10,500. I think that is the number I've heard thrown around. Kind of like putting brakes on Bitcoin. It's up around 100K. Look for brakes to be thrown on Ethereum between $10,000 and $11,000. I do not think it's going to get higher. And this is where me and Raoul Pal differ, is that he thinks it's going to, $35,000 next year, and the Bitcoin is going to $253,000, I think what he said. And of course, I don't think so. What's really interesting when you start breaking down the differences between what I'm telling you and the difference between what he's telling you, what Benjamin Cowan's telling you, what Carl is telling you, what a lot of these people are telling you about these high, price targets for Bitcoin is that the middle phase here is going to play out the same pretty much. Though most of including Raoul Pal, he's saying expect a big crash in December, but he just believes next year it's going to rise up. And I would just warn everybody about that. Is that in 2018 we were told the exact same thing. That's why I made videos in March, April, and May of 2018 talking about how Bitcoin was about to return to the bull market any moment. I didn't understand the cycles at that point. I didn't understand the larger context of crypto, because during that entire first 6 months of 2018, we were fed a bullish scenario from everyone. It's going to come back. The guy Tom Lee, Bobby Lee, I think it's Bobby Lee's brother. No, it's not Bobby Lee's brother. Bobby Lee is Charlie Lee's brother. Tom Lee's another Wall Street analyst guy. He kept saying, like, it's straight to 200K, in a few months and all this stuff. And it never happened. It never materialized. And what ended up happening, and this as good as anybody does, TJ, is we just kept staying bullish, and we just kept holding on to our bags while they were promising it was going back up, and it just dropped. And that's why I've refused to do that. And, I'm not going to continue to tell you what's going up when I don't believe that it is. And, a lot of people are going to. A lot of people are going to tell you that, and they believe it genuinely. It's not like everybody that was telling you that back then believed it was crashing. They just wanted to believe we were still in a bull market, and we were not. So we'll have to see how it all breaks down, but it is pretty interesting to see some of these predictions. I told you, a 300 to 500K Bitcoin is going to become a huge narrative towards the end of this year, and that hopium is going to get a lot of people sunk, in my opinion. So suddenly, Bitcoin hits new all-time high after $2,000 gain in minutes. Ether follows suit as Bitcoin price action abandoned its correction to reach its highest ever levels. I would say Bitcoin wasn't even really on a correction. I mean, it was a very, very small, move down from all-time highs. But now we have seen a return to all-time highs in a short period of time. So data from Cointelli Markets Pro and TradingViews captured a snap change of the direction of Bitcoin, which gained $2,000 in just 45 minutes. And remember this, whenever you see trends like this, whenever you see a quick move, a quick candle, what you will find is this has nothing to do with news. These are just whales moving the market. When you look at Ethereum's price action, it's probably more consistent with regular people moving that market. When you look at $2,000 candles in 45 minutes, that's not natural, even as high as Bitcoin is right now. So let's see. Michael Van de Pop said, new Bitcoin all-time high. Wow, what a tweet. What an incredible tweet. I'm so glad they included this in this article.
Yeah.
Is this not the greatest tweet you ever read?
It is. It's amazing. We should probably do more tweets like that. Get a lot of engagement.
We should. Can we tweet that right now?
Sure.
Here, let's copy. I'm going to copy his tweet. Took me there. Here, I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to steal Michael Van de Pop's tweet live. I'm doing it live here. I'm stealing your tweet, Michael.
Well, I don't think he was the first one to tweet that. So
I tell you, I think he is. There. We just did it, guys. Everybody go like, let's pin it. Everybody go make sure y'all like and retweet this, please.
That's some content gold right there.
That's content gold, guys. I mean, this is Cointelli. I mean, they're fantastic investigative journalism. So Here we have somebody from Cointelegraph coming on around the blockchain here pretty soon.
Today, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, interesting. We're up to 11,000 people watching. Good. It's so slow today to get up, but we're finally getting up there. How many likes right now?
We have, it looks like almost 3,000 likes, which, you know.
Almost 3,000 likes. That's not bad.
It's
That's
not bad
for 11,000.
Yeah.
So, guys, go ahead and make sure you stop what you're doing and hit the like button. It's the number one thing you can do to help us on this channel. The number one thing you can do in this community. I met so many more people, by the way, out here that are telling us that, you know, we changed their lives and stuff like that. And, like, it's cool that we played a role in that, but it's really cool when people are able to do that. I was talking to a guy last night who opened a Bitcoin shop in the Dominican Republic.
That's cool.
All because he started watching my videos a year and a half ago. He totally changed his life. So shout out to that guy and you know, everybody else who's talked to me while I've been out here.
Here was another question that just came from the chat. I don't know if it was Juggy or somebody else was asking what surprised you the most about the meetup? Like, who did you meet, or for any reason at all, what was something unexpected that you got out of that?
The most unsuspecting thing was when one of our employees stood in line to take a picture with me.
I was gonna say the same thing. That was my
Molly. We love Molly.
Yeah, she's great.
She's got to watch this because she's a clipper.
Yeah.
Molly, you did not have to stand in line. You could have just came and talked to me. So, first time we had met her in person. So she's one of our remote workers. Her husband's a pastor. Really cool story. So, you know, definitely awesome to meet her. I was shocked at how many people were there because Justin had texted me when I was walking down there and said there were about 100 people, and it was like 5 till. It's like, oh, that's not that great of a turnout, you know, just 100 people, which still would have been honored to have 100 people there. But I walked into the room and it was full, and we had about 500 people there by the end. So I would just say we're always amazed at how many people come out for these and how many people travel to come out. So, you know, definitely one group of ladies said they were going to go see Celine Dion, and she canceled, and they were happy because they got to come to the meetup.
Yeah.
So. Okay, as Bitcoin soared past 68K, Plan B says floor model shows Bitcoin reaching $100,000 this year, which is something that I've been telling you guys ever since May or early June at the latest there. 40% of voters believe 100K will happen this year on a poll from Plan B. He published a poll. Let's see. The poll got 242,000 votes. 40% said it would reach 100K. 31% said it could hit 288K. 23% believe it will stay below 100K. And 5% of people believe it will hit 500K per Bitcoin. Now, remember what I told you guys, 300K to 500K. That is going to be a big talking point. And you can see here about 24 plus 5%, about 29% of people believe that it can reach those numbers. So very, very interesting. Those people are most likely going to get wrecked. Look, I want to see it. I would love to see a $300,000 Bitcoin. I'm not against it, but I'm just telling you guys, I don't think it's going to happen. And I want you guys to be prepared to make the best moves. So we'll see what Plan B. I think Plan B is probably going to end up pretty accurate for this month. I think next month when we hit $100,000 pretty early. Somebody said BitBoy's heart must go on. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That is V Trophy Company. Pretty funny. And XRP Master says he is not my wife. Thank you. My wife is not the XRP Master. But anyways, we'll see what happens with that. So Kraken predicting a $96,000 Bitcoin price top, as it says $1 trillion market cap is now cemented. I mean, you believe probably we do see below a $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin in the bear market, right?
In the bear market, most likely. Yeah, I think that could be a support level. Like, it might not go too well. No, it's going to go pretty far below that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to look close. But Discord community splits. The CEO unveils pre-released Ethereum integration. So this is pretty interesting. New feature will allow Discord users to actively participate in upcoming crypto initiatives, such as NFTs, Web3, and token adoption. Excuse me. Instant messaging platform Discord may soon launch support for MetaMask and Wallet Connect integrations. This is from their CEO, Jason Citron. Let's see. His announcement came as a tweet from Packy McCormick. You know Packy McCormick?
No.
I also do not know Packy McCormick.
I saw...
Imagine Place. Go ahead.
No, I just saw Jason Citron's actual tweet where he kind of showed a video of the integration, said, might be a big deal.
Here.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, there it is. Probably nothing. That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, probably nothing. Probably nothing. MetaMask, Wallet Connect. I think Discord is a really great avenue to integrate crypto, for sure. Now, we already in our Discord server already do have integrations with third parties with third party integrations where people can send crypto through Discord, but it's third party. So very interesting. I mean, obviously, this is going to be something that's pretty big. Implementing NFTs in Discord would result in bad PR and a drop in Nitro subscriptions. This is we'll just call her a blue-haired girl, even though she is purple-haired. Pretty close there. The entire NFTs are a Ponzi scheme, mainly used for tax evasion and money laundering. I don't really know.
NFTs cause environmental damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she's a blue-haired girl. Blue-haired girls don't really fare well on this channel, so they take a lot of L's, and that's a big L right there. So imagine being this close. Like, here's what I say. Imagine pretending to be open-minded, but being this close-minded. Yeah. And that's the hypocrisy you see of the blue-haired girls. Okay. You really just called the NFT space a Ponzi scheme without valid evidence. Don't comment on anything when you have no idea about the space.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's going to destroy the earth.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Idiots. Ethereum name services new token already has a fully diluted cap of 3.1 billion. This is the airdrop token we were talking about yesterday.
Yep.
Do we have any .eth addresses? We didn't get any of this airdrop, did we?
I don't know. We were talking about that before the show started. We do have some .eth stuff through Unstoppable Domains, I think, that they set aside, but I don't know where those, like, how that would work.
Oh, I have. Do I have bitboy.eth?
I think you do.
I think I may. I have to find it. We have an address that has that. So maybe we did get this, actually. Yeah. I'll have to check on it when I get back from out of town. But anyways, we talked about this yesterday. This is something that is an airdrop of this, that goes to the domain holders of these .eth addresses. .eth addresses. Did you see that? They're already domain squatting on this stuff. Did you ever see that email?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
This guy's an idiot. He was like, I just want you guys to know that I love your channel so much, and I did you this favor because I'm a huge supporter of your community. This is the scammer way. I love Ben. I love he's such a family guy. I love he does this. I love he does that. Also, I bought 12 domains for you, and I want $500,000 for them.
Yeah, it was. Well, first he said he did it as a favor, and then we were like, okay, great. Yeah. Like, what do you need? Was there gas fees or anything like that? And he was like, wow, since you assumed I was going to need money, I'm highly offended now, and I need $500,000. It's just didn't make any sense.
Yeah. That's obviously a scam this guy does. I say a scam. Domain squatting technically is not a scam. It is a pretty smart business, but at least be upfront. Like, don't try to pretend you're giving something and then you're, just trying to steal money from people. So, especially like when you're gouging like that. But guys, I don't give a flip about bitboy.eth addresses that we don't already own. Just so y'all know, I don't care at all. So, I'm not ever going to pay for one of those. So we'll see what happens. I've already got the main one. I think it's bitboycrypto.eth or bitboy.eth. We do own that one. I got that one from Unstoppable Domains. They actually reserved all those in the very beginning. It may be .zil, actually.
No, I think it's
.crypto.
It's .crypto, I think. Unstoppable Domains does. That's what
is it?
Said
it might
chat. But either way,
whatever it is, we got the one we want, and that's all we care about.
Yeah. On this Discord thing, the only thing I was going to say about that is kind of what you alluded to with, it was possible to do this with Discord in the past. We've done it in our servers, but it's extremely technically complicated. As we see these big platforms that have millions and millions of users, whether it's a MasterCard or a PayPal or a Facebook or Discord, no matter what the platform is that has a lot of users, once they make these plug-in integrations very simple for the everyday person, that's when we're really going to start to see the adoption kick in. But it's going to still take time. So this will make this integration in Discord will be long-term good for NFTs, good for the gaming economy, the earn to play kind of token. But it's not going to be like boom overnight. Now massive adoption because Discord added it. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to be in front of more people. More people will be
Right.
familiar with it as a year goes by, as 2 years goes by, and we get set up for the next run. These integrations is part of what powers that 3 years from now. So just keep that in mind.
Well, there's no magic bullet for adoption. I mean, people
Right.
keep waiting for like this thing that's going to be like, this will be the point of adoption. But that's not really how adoption works. I mean, look back at the internet. What was the point of adoption? What was the exact thing that happened? I mean, there actually is something that happened with the internet that you point back to, which is the creation of the public World Wide Web, which was in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee. But outside of the beginning of the internet, there was no point that was like, this is when adoption occurred exactly. You know, people can point to the Netscape browser, but that was so early on. I think we're already like kind of getting close to that stage here in crypto. I mean, if you look at the adoption rates, crypto's already adopted more than the internet was in the same amount of time. And that's when you don't even consider the fact that the internet was first created in the 50s. Did you know that?
Say that again.
The internet was created in the 50s.
Oh, right. But it took years before it
As
actually...
ARPANET. Yeah, it's ARPANET for the military. And then in 1971, I think it was, when the first transaction was sent on the internet, it was actually a weed transaction from MIT students to Stanford students or vice versa. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
Of course you do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You degenerate. All right, let's move on here. New York City Coin launching this week with Mayor-elect Eric Adams' blessing. And I got to be honest with you, I have a real hard time hating these like really liberal guys that are pro-crypto, like Andrew Yang. Like, there's something about just being pro-crypto that I'm like, I put them in a different category than I put other extreme people in those categories. So Eric Adams, I got to say, like, I don't hate this guy. I think he might have some interesting viewpoints. New York City Coin launching this week with Mayor-elect Eric Adams' blessing. We're glad to welcome you to the global home of Web3, said crypto-friendly Mayor Eric Adams in response to City Coin's rollout of NYC Coin this week. What's going on with the Miami coin, by the way? Have we ever even looked at that?
I know it.
Is it even on CoinMarketCap?
I'm not sure if it is. I know I looked at it originally, and I know it ripped when it first came out. I haven't looked at it recently, but that might be some precedent for this. Like when it's new, if it goes way up, you kind of ride that pump and get out. I don't know. It's a thought.
Well, it had another rise. I mean,
Yeah.
it launched, peaked, crashed, launched up high again, crashed again, and now it looks like it's in like an accumulation stage. So, all right, and this is probably like a pretty, excuse me. I'm trying not to cough for the people because I'm on my AirPods.
Look at that.
This desert air is crushing my voice. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think my voice is going to be back until I get back home. Honestly.
Got to bring it.
So all that yelling at the World Series, then just coming straight here, it was really rough.
Yeah. Voice. You need that road throaty Cody.
That roadie throaty Cody.
That's right.
Need that roadie throaty Cody. Why is Frank not making me throaty? Oh, I left the lock on.
Lock. Oh no.
But anyways, yeah, he's out. He could escape. He doesn't even realize he's not the smartest. No, we love Frank. Frank's awesome. He's very smart. He's very smart. Okay, so Miami Coin, when you look at what it did, you can see, I mean, the price went up, like I said, went up again, crashed in accumulation. So I don't know if these are, and where do you even buy these? Where are these at? It's on OK Coin.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Only one. That is interesting, isn't it?
It is.
OK Coin, OKX, UOB, these are all ones we don't really use that much, but are big players.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are we here? Let's see. We're glad to welcome. It's official. City Coins are coming to the Big Apple. And I mean, do you think he knew about this before? Do you think he knew about this before it launched? Do you think like they were waiting for him to get elected to launch this?
Could be. I mean, this obviously happened real fast. I think he definitely knew about it before making statements about taking payment in crypto because he knew this was coming. It's going to be interesting to see how these do if they are used for like governance and say so, and some of the way the cities are developed and the laws and things like that, you could see a rush on them for people that like to have control and power within a city and say so on how things get done. You know, these big money investors that want to have influence within their city, they could hold a lot of these city coins in kind of the major ones you mentioned, Miami, New York, LA, Austin, and then get some political say so through it. It's an interesting use case for why they might end up pumping and holding value. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting and something to watch. But I mean, if you're judging from the Miami coin, I mean, if you don't get it right on the launch, you're better off probably waiting. Let me see. Is it here on CoinMarketCap already? Yeah, sure is. NYC Coin. I guess it's launched already. Yeah, it literally launched today. No, that's the 1 day chart. Sorry. Oh, this must be a different one, or is it the same? Look at that chart.
Sheesh.
Do you think this is? Oh, this is not the coin. This is a different coin.
And then everybody's going out buying it, thinking it is.
Uh-huh. Look at that chart.
Wow.
Everybody thinks this is the coin because it's got the same ticker, but this is New York coin. This is not New York City coin.
So Damon
Hey,
just
I just saved y'all some money.
Damon just dropped a link in the chat to citycoins.co/NYC coin. I don't know if you can see that. He also said it's STX. It's built on STX, apparently.
Oh, really? So it's like DeFi for Bitcoin.
Right.
How about that? Citycoins.co. Citycoins.co/NYC coin. Yeah, it is 2 C's, NYC coin. Here it is. Okay. Mining begins November 10th. How do you mine them? Sign up for updates. Here. Can you take that down?
Sure.
Okay. All right. We'll get notified. Maybe we should buy some, see what happens. I'm not going to buy any, but I just want to be updated. I'm not buying these coins. I'm not buying Miami coin. I'm not buying in. This is just such a new concept. And you, especially judging by the Miami chart, I'm not buying them, but I am very interested in them. So,
yeah, very intrigued.
All right. Chainlink's Sergey Nazarov. What is this? Where we're at?
Banks and DeFi.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking. Oh, it's DeFi. Okay. All right. I got to look real close to the screen to see. Let's see. Speaking of the Solana Breakpoint conference, Chainlink co-founder Sergey Nazarov said DeFi will continue to attract institutional attention. This guy's been like missing on a milk crate.
Yeah.
Am I right? Or on a milk carton?
It's a very
Where's
sad.
he been? Like,
I don't know.
I remember when this guy's face was everywhere, all over memes. The Chainlink Army was out. The Link Marines. I feel like the Link Marines have really kind of died down throughout this bull run. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, they were kind of leading.
They were the loudest community.
Yeah, in the bear market, especially, they were the only ones that had something to be excited about. And then lately, it's been real quiet from the Link Marines.
It has been. It's like it seemed like once all that FUD around Chainlink started, which was from internally in the community to FUD the price, it never recovered really. Now look, the price is up. The price is up through the bear market or through the bull market. But all I'm trying to say is this should have been a top 5 coin, and it's way down from that. So interesting. But anyways, Sergey believes 2022 will see increased institutional adoption of DeFi. Speaking with Solana co-founder Anatoly Yagovenko during a virtual fireside chat at the Breakpoint conference in Lisbon, he said a number of existing players to now want to lose their relationship with customers and users and key institutional clients. He said he envisions that institutional DeFi growth will come via banks and the burgeoning NFT market. I expect a number of things to go live around DeFi returns through your bank or buying NFTs through an existing marketplace or some existing universe of Web2 tools. He believes there will be a flow of various collateral on chain. He thinks the world is eventually, probably in 2022, realize that there's this big market called DeFi. And I'm just, I feel like I started to talk about this yesterday, and because of our problems. I don't think I actually ended up going where I wanted to go with this. But I'm just so interested to see what happens in crypto next year.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, it's going to be a fascinating year for crypto because we have certainly hit a level of adoption that it feels like we can't go backwards. We can only go forwards. But when the prices drop next year and everybody starts saying crypto is a scam again, will we see the continued rate of adoption or will it go backwards? And what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good question because I agree. We are kind of at that critical mass point where it seems like we're starting to get network effects and things really starting to kick in and competition from big institutional players and sovereign players and things like that. Like that's always been kind of the hope through this whole thing of like, oh, when big money and countries
Yeah.
start adopting it, then there's no going back. It's just a straight run up. But I think that was something interesting when you were talking about earlier with the cycles, and we've got a lot of people now saying the cycles might be breaking, and we've had this traditional 4-year cycle for a long time, and maybe now that the market's maturing and we're getting enough different assets, something like you've said, maybe NFTs or certain NFTs do better in the bear market, and we start to see the market has enough maturity to where everything doesn't just follow Bitcoin. But I think it's clear Bitcoin is going to drop just based on the way it works with the halving and the supply and demand. And the number one thing that drives the price up is the demand. And I think that's going to, a lot of the big players are accumulating right now. And I think it's one thing to keep in mind is not just the maturity of the crypto market, but the maturity of the crypto investors and people as well. So when it started, it was all, tech people, cyberpunks, a lot of people that are very comfortable with risk, and we're slowly moving to safer and safer. And people looking at it as investment, retirement, things like that. You see pensions moving over. You can get access through a 401k. You've got these trusts and some of these things now. So I think next year will be real interesting. I do think we're going to still see a substantial pullback, probably one much greater than what most people are expecting, a shocking one, say to, like, to people that are new to this, they'll be shocked, but it's very much the way the market works. And I do think we'll see diminishing, returns like we've talked about and diminishing pullbacks, and it'll slowly equalize over the next maybe 12 years. But I don't think it's still going to be cyclical for a while, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not changing the fundamentals of the Bitcoin halving. And as long as you're not changing those fundamentals, and as long as there is not so much money in the market, it can't really move the market. That's going to continue to move the market. I think we see $1 million Bitcoin in 12 years, 3 cycles from now. I think that is what we see. That would be 3 cycles. I think once it hits $1 million, then we might see some subsiding of the volatility. Subsiding, is that the right word to use? But I do think that we will be seeing that. But right now, I have nothing to suggest. And I just, what I'm really looking forward to, TJ, is when we do sell a lot of crypto around $100,000 and higher price points for other coins, to try to sell at the top and then accumulate once things drop down. Mm-hmm. People are going to say we caused the bear market. That's what they're going to say.
Of course.
I've already seen this in the future. Of course, not from the psychic. Yeah. What about the psychic email?
That was interesting. Obviously you read it.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was talking to Frank. I was like, Frank, can you show people you're not in a cage? They're always like real scared you're in a cage.
Hey, Frank.
He's right. Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Get back over there. Sorry. But I was reading the email last night, and I was with Frank, and I was like, this is the weirdest email I've ever gotten, but I'm so intrigued by it.
Yeah, we get some weird emails, and that was the same thing. Like, this one's pretty out there, but I can't stop reading it. And
I know. My favorite part was when it said, make sure to deliver this message to Ben with respect and civility. Yeah. Because if you don't, he might get angry. It's like, oh, well, she does know me at least. Like,
obviously they're paying attention. So, no, it was interesting. Yeah. I didn't read I opened the report, and I saw it said page 1 of 165, and I was like, oh, good grief, I'm not reading this. So,
oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. A lot of people asking about XRP. I did pull it up over here. Obviously, we got to make sure we have XRP on the rundown every single day, by the way. That's a big fail today. Every day we need that. our XRP army, like you can't be the master, supreme leader and commander without, being able to charge your army up every day. So we want when XRP finally does rip and gets the numbers we've talked about, that's going to be a big win for us, and we want to, celebrate that with the community. But anyways, guys, if you look at XRP, we are breaking out here. What is the all-time high, or this cycle high is $1.83. We did get up to $1.39 in September. Right now, it looks like we are at $1.34. And I would say the XRP chart is looking really good right now, because if you look at both of the previous run-ups here, they were very parabolic, quick, and back down. It looks like this one has been building for a little bit longer of a time. So I do think, and this is something you have to understand, building those support levels is absolutely huge in these runs, because that allows it to keep from dropping lower when it gets correction. So I think with XRP, like I said, I will have some updates for you guys on XRP maybe as soon as Thursday or Friday, maybe next week. I got to wait to see what information I can get from Mr. X about some stuff that's going on around that. But we may have a new timeline for you guys soon. We may. But I can't promise. I can only give you guys the information that I get. So, but I think we are looking. I told you guys the price point I was given was to look at a $2.50 XRP here pretty soon. I'm not sure that was a typo, and it should have been $1.50, but I mean $2.50 is what was said. So we'll have to see. All right. So next story: study 58% of video game developers are already using blockchain. That is so many.
Yeah. Well, it's not surprising when you think about. It seems really high at first, but then when you think about it for a minute, you think, who's developing video games? Obviously, developers that are very tech savvy. They're interested in emerging
That's like
technology.
a tweet on Twitter.
It's like a tweet on Twitter.
A developer developing?
Yeah, they like to do that. But if I think about, I probably know 5, full-time game developers. Every single one of them have an interest in crypto and blockchain, and have for several years, because they're usually on the front edge of, emerging technology. So,
yeah, I would agree. That's definitely a very high number. Why blockchain technology in video games is valuable: it allows for innovative and more interesting gameplay. It secures value for players by keeping money in the game. It rewards players with real-world value. Its network effects incentivize the adoption of games. and especially as we head towards this metaverse and gaming, I'm going to reiterate something I've said for a really long time. I believe in the near future, in the next 20 to 50 years, I know that's a big range, but 20 to 50 years, we're going to see a place where video games are over half of our economy in the world. Half of the money in the economy is coming from video games. I know that sounds outrageous. I know that sounds insane. Almost all of the world are gamers. I think by next year, by 2024, it's estimated that 80% of all people in the world will be playing video games. That's an insane number. And what did you say? TJ is 1,000 times better than Ben in chess.
I knew
Who
that
said
would
that?
stop you. I have no.
I'm 9-2-1. I'm 9-2-1.
I feel like that number keeps going on. I thought it was 7-2-1.
No, the last time I told you 9, you also said it felt like 7 because the last 2 games were very quick. That's one.
Okay.
It is 9-2-1. Even if we average out our opinions and it's 8-2-1, I'm crushing TJ in chess.
I will.
Yeah, he has gotten better though, and it is a little bit closer now, but I am still winning.
Yeah, I would agree.
The last game was epic.
Yeah, we've had some really epic games, really close.
Yeah.
There's probably been 3 games that were really close that you pulled out in remarkable fashion, I would say.
I did. Well, I do my best work when I'm up against the wall. So.
Oh, I know.
Don't try to put me up against the wall, TJ.
Too late. You walked right up to it. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I walked right up to it, put my hands on it, and okay.
I did the
rest. All right, Gary V. You're making me cough, TJ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not asking you to cough.
I was going to say, just turn your head.
That was a Nicki Minaj reference.
Yeah. A dangly
Okay.
thing.
Sorry. No, that's Cardi B. That's Cardi B, TJ. You once again doxed yourself.
Yep.
No, this is okay, I'm gonna stop. It's from that song that's out.
All right, Gary V. NFTs.
A real NFT winter. Well, here you go. This is your guy, Gary V. You love Gary V.
I do.
TJ is basically a Gary Vee disciple.
Sure.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you do have shoes signed. You have Gary Vee shoes signed by Gary Vee, correct?
I do. That is correct.
He does. Okay.
Yeah.
The VeeFriends creator anticipates a bear market ahead, but still says that NFTs are going to be here for the rest of everybody's life.
I agree.
He believes, now this is very interesting. He believes a real NFT bull market is coming. That's totally opposite from what this says. Following previous dips in valuation and momentum, even so, he said NFTs are going to be here for the rest of everybody's life. Where does he say it's going into a winter? It says he's incredibly bullish on the future of NFTs. He believes a significant pullback in valuation is sure to happen. Let's see here. Says is that a typo? Because here it says he believes an NFT bear market is coming. Maybe he says both. The conversation is going to get very interesting when we hit an NFT winter, which, by the way, is not necessarily going to be exactly aligned with the regular crypto bear market. We don't know yet. We haven't been through a full cycle with NFTs yet to see how these things last in the bear markets. But he says it'll be really interesting when we hit an NFT winter because there's way too much short-term greed and supply and demand issues. An NFT acts like a deed of ownership, yada, yada, yada. They generated $2.5 billion worth of trading volume in the first half of the year. Let's see. Ultimately, the market surged to new heights. He didn't say when he thinks a pullback will come, but he spoke to the potential extent of the drop. There's going to be a real crash, I think. He said in response to a question about previous short-term windows in which the NFT market dipped. The person on the other side is going to be like, Gary, look, the crypto punks are worth $30,000. They were worth $800,000. And I'm going to say, here, look at this chart on Yahoo Finance. It shows you Amazon stock. Look what happened in March, April of 2000 when the whole internet craze crashed. Yes, everything got caught up in the undercurrent because greed and short-term financial interest overvalued everything. Short-term behavior overvalued everything. It got washed. And this was the time to buy Amazon and eBay. Let's see. Yeah, this is a wrong.
Well, I think it's just
this is wrong. This is supposed to say bear market. This is a typo. This is supposed to say bear market. There's nothing about bull market in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say it is confusing because he's trying to say he's bullish, but there is a winter coming or a bear market. He just didn't use the word bear market, and kind of saying this is all new, it's all hyped up right now. Doesn't mean, and it's similar to what we tell people. Just because the price goes down doesn't mean the value that you're excited about isn't there. It's just going to take time for it to be fully realized. And I think time is the number one thing that people get caught up on, like mixed up on when it comes to crypto investing. And they even said in the article, it's all about time, what time frame you're looking at it on. Is it worth this today or 2 years from now? That's the question you need to ask yourself.
Well, that's what makes investing in crypto hard and investing in NFTs hard. Like when you look overall, it seems like it's very easy to make money in crypto. You go back, you look at the 2017 chart, you're like, oh, just buy here and sell here, and you would have made so much money. But day-to-day crypto investing is hard. Over the long term, it's easy. Day-to-day, the decisions that you make can be quite difficult. Now, I think we're starting to see the same thing with the NFTs. So I definitely want a crypto punk. I say we wait for this pullback to get one. Let's see if we can get one that looks like me, but not a woman like Carl did. Carl bought one that looks like him, but it's a woman. So, sorry, Carl.
Yeah.
He said it went viral. It went viral. Lots of articles about that out there. But anyways, I think that's what we'll see from this NFT market. These are going to be around for the rest of everybody's lives. And we are going to see, but I mean, what a great opportunity. Like imagine if you could have gotten the second bull run of Bitcoin or a second bull run of any coin that existed in the earlier days, except for maybe MadeSafe Coin or Feather Coin. You'd be doing great right now. I actually think those coins, I think MadeSafe Coin actually rebranded. I think they're up a little bit from several years ago. It was a top coin for a long time. But the point here is that you could have a chance to get in a correction on NFTs. And that's something that I think we should definitely, check out and think about when we do get a massive pullback. But I don't, like I said, I'm not convinced yet that it is going to be exactly the same time as a regular crypto winter. Coinbase launches standalone browser extension from Coinbase Wallet. We're going to run through this story pretty quick and end the show because I got a lot of people tell me I need to drink water. This dead throat, it is so crazy. Frank said his cuticles are bleeding.
Yeah. If you're not used
so
to
dry.
the West Coast, it'll mess you up for sure. When I first
It's
moved
tough.
out there, I probably had to wear chapstick every day for about 2 years before my body really adjusted. It's crazy. And like,
Yeah,
same dry throat, dry nose, all that stuff.
How long was it before, like once you moved to California, how long was it before you moved from chapstick to lipstick?
Never made that jump. Never did.
You never made that jump.
I just did chapstick
Saturday
for a while
nights when you moved here.
and then dropped the chapstick.
So you didn't do that. So you didn't do that in California, but you come here and every Saturday night. Okay.
It's just
Coinbase launches standalone browser extension. Thank you. On the wall. For Coinbase Wallet, self-custody wallets have proven extremely popular among users looking to access DeFi and NFTs. So this is pretty interesting. They've rolled out a new standalone browser extension for its Coinbase Wallet, giving users the ability to more easily access thousands of digital assets on DEXs. Beginning Monday, the Coinbase Wallet will be available as a standalone browser extension. This is interesting. We'll definitely have to do a tutorial on this. Let's see here. Self-custody wallets like MetaMask have proven extremely popular. And so, guys, this is the Coinbase Wallet. We were talking about this a few days ago. There's a difference between the Coinbase app and the Coinbase Wallet. We did that on our beginner Q&A. We're going to do that every Monday, by the way. I had people texting me saying they really enjoyed that, really liked that. So every Monday, we're going to do a beginner Q&A. Just called me during the stream. You can't do that, Mom. Why would you call me during the stream? You're supposed to watch the show.
Well, made the audio better,
but anyways,
whatever it did. Sounds better.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, was audio not great?
No, it was okay. It just got a little clearer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So anyways, we'll check this out when it comes out. I was talking about how there's a difference between Coinbase app and the Coinbase Wallet. Coinbase Wallet is kind of a second step for beginners to move from the Coinbase app to the wallet because you do have self-custody on the Coinbase Wallet. So this will be a good way for people to kind of learn how to use, browser extensions like MetaMask as well. So, guys, that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching the show. Glad we got the whole show in without the technical difficulties. And yes, I will call my mother back. I'm going to be playing WSOP tomorrow. I got the day off today, so I'm going to try to rest the voice. As you guys can tell, it's pretty rusty right now. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all I got. Be blessed. Go out.